The one thing is that you talk about change, you're optimistic about change. My question is about the timetable of change. And well, you're not talking about the 20 years or 30 years. You probably talk a relatively short period of time, right? And but also that there's a possibility about a sudden but largely peaceful transition to a rule of law or even constitutional democracy. And some liberal intellectuals argue that culture change in China takes 60 years. Economic change takes 6 years. And political change takes 6 days or even a weekend. So it's a very rapid change, can come as a surprise, like what happens in many other countries. Now, so what do you think of this assessment? And also, do you think the generation of your son in China will live in a constitutional democracy or not? So, timetable.
It's a very hard question for me.
This is a very hard question because I'm not a good calculator of time, because fortunately that this change does not occur in 6 minutes. So it gives us a little bit of time to make preparations. I think that currently the changes in China are not well prepared. In other words, everyone is so focused on the 18th Party Congress. Everyone was going to see who is going to be in the Politburo, who is going to be a potential candidate, who is going to be losing the position, including your article. I know you have a lot of fans in China because a lot of people are analyzing who is going to come in, who is going to go out. But even if the personnel are selected, for example, Wang Yang, and even if Li Yuanchao, do you think that there's going to be really profound changes? No, because we're not prepared. What kind of preparations? The preparations that we need to know where the society is going to head, in which direction the society is going to head. So as we're trying to make all these movements, what is our goal? Where is our target? What is our goal? What's our destination? We don't know. We talk a lot. And then we say a lot of harmonious society, well-being society. We don't even know what's a not so well-to-do society. And then the Westerners listen to us and listen to Chinese leaders and say, what are they talking about? And then, what about how to develop China with science and technology? So we say three representatives. Who? Who are the three? So the Westerners are confused. In other words, we don't even know where our society is headed to. Our legitimacy of this regime is only based on a good economy or good economic development. But what is the goal for our political system, for our legal system? So to do all that, we need to look back at our history. For example, yesterday when I arrived in Washington, D.C., I added something in a blog. I said we need to do 3 things. First, we need to realize the law of archives, because from Yan'an, the Cultural Revolution, we need to publicize and declassify all these documents, all these archives, so that people know what's going to do. And then with these archives being open, then we will be able to know what's going on in the history. And then when we can reassess, for example, the historical figures and events, for example, the incident of Tiananmen Square. So, because then we will know what had happened in a history. Because what has been done in Chongqing was without foundation, including the leftist scholars are talking about democratic society. What do they understand about democratic society? And then they want to talk about oligarch kind of a group, and then we don't understand. They don't understand it. Then you have one person who wants to lead, and then you call it democracy. So 民主 or democracy in China, if you change its second character, it becomes people perish. So 民王. So we need to know, we need to define the goal of our society: freedom of speech, freedom of press, protection of private properties. We need to have this very good theoretical structure as our foundation. And without doing this, we can't really do anything. So we need to work on this very hard. And this is what I meant by deconstruction of socialist ideology. And that's what I meant.